You're always tired.
Yes, no.
It's good to be tired. That's what I said. It's good to be tired. Why are you sitting in the back? Why are you sitting in the back?
Hey, Amina.
I think every day you come, I just forget that you might want to use the lavatory. The only functional lavatory in this space is my own, because we don't have water here because of the flood. So in case you want to use the lavatory, you can access my own. Just so that you should know, okay? So we have done a lot about the basic things needed to help in news conversion. Now I want to take us through the structure of news. You know, actually the human mind has a way in which it conceives, information. Let us call it, news psychology. The thing is that many of us don't know so much about ourselves. You're very exhausted today. What have you done? Like, you're watching all night, right? So what are you doing? What makes you exhausted? Like you used to be the most active person in the class, and here you are, you're tired today. You want to sleep? Are you okay? Are you fine? Do you want me to give you a space where you'll take a nap for 10 minutes, 15 minutes? You're fine. Are you sure you're fine? So the human mind has a structure that helps it process information. Kun san aka yi mutum magana ne zai zo a dunkule ne, amma your ears will listen to each part ya sa shi inda ya dace, ko sai a gane ga abin da ake nufi ga. Do you want me to give you a cup of tea? I will give you a cup of tea. Yes, you're lucky. I have.
So he wanted to use the toilet, but it was locked.
My lavatory is. You can use one. Yes, there is a lavatory here, straight down. You have to fetch the water from. There is a reservoir. Go ahead and use it. Go ahead. So before they come, talking about the structure of news. Actually, yanzu idan kana ba mutum labari, misali, let's take example. A ce ka kira wani ka ce mishi ai yau akwai labari, ka jira ni ina zuwa, ko? Kai sai ka sai to labarin menene ke so ka faɗa, ko? Ta yi wallahi ina tafiya yau na ga abun mamaki. To kamar a ji menene abun mamaki za a ci a ina. ce ai a post office ne. To wannan mutanen nan da abin mamaki ya same su suwaye ne, yara ne ko manya ne, kai za ka ma fara tambaya ne saboda ko wanda ka sani ne ko kuma kana tambaya ina ne, ko ka ji cewa misali za ka nema ka san karfe nawa da sauransu, amma duk wayannan kana tambaya ne saboda kai one your sense of alertness, kana so ka ji cewa a ina ne saboda wai ko akwai wanda ka sani a gurin, ko kaninka an aike shi kasuwa abin kuma ya faru a kasuwa, misali Allah ke a ce bomb blast ne, sai a ce to ana ce maka bomb ya tashi a Maiduguri, to duk mai hankali zai ce to a ina, saboda me, saboda kada ya shafi wanda ka sani ko. And then bayan ka san gurin, the next thing you want to know shine suwa ya shafa, mutane nawa, how many people, and who are these people, do I know them, abin nan ya affecting wane da wane da wane. To in ka tabbatar ba wanda ka sani a ciki, kuma kar a manta mu da yake we are used to this constant bomb attacks, we almost have been psychologically affected to the extent that an ce maka an samu bomb explosion a yau mutum 10 su mutu, sai ka ce to yau ba mutane da yawa, like mutane 10 din ma a yanzu an dawo cewa ba a ganin su wani abu, don an saba ganin bomb yana kashe mutum 100 mutum 50, yanzu an ce maka mutum 10 shi ke aka ta ba yawa, tun da we are used to it ko, which is very bad by the way, dan rai ko rabi ne mutum ko hannun shi ya rasa a yanyi babban rashi ko. So to daga kaji wa'annan sai ka ce to yaya ya faru, ta yaya ya faru, dama an birne ne kaza in an ji yaya ya faru, next abin da ake nema a sani shine to wai me yasa aka yi haka, menene dalilin yin haka, why did that happen, why are they putting bombs everywhere, right? So in ba dole duk information da aka baka dole sai an answer wayannan questions. Menene abin da ya faru, a ina ne, wa ya shafa, wani lokaci, kuma ta yaya, and kuma me dalilin haka. Kun san kowa hakan, duk labarin da aka zo aka baka sai ka tambaye wannan questions, in baka tambaya ba mutumin da ya riga da ya gane ya faɗa maka su. I hope we're getting along. The class looks weak, like everyone looks very weak. You're all tired. You eat a lot of food, right? Ba wuta? Yanzu in sa a kunna wuta? Ina Ahmed kunna wutan nan mu. Kaga wutan. So that's generally how everyone perceives news. Duk information da aka kawo gida sai ka nema ka san wannan abu, right? So wannan ba wai haka kawai bane, haka mind na mutum yake, in duk abin da aka cire cikin wannan tsarin to bai zama labari ba. to duk labari da muke rubutawa, duk abin da muke rubutawa muna kokarin mu answerin wayannan questions guda 6 din. Duk labari da ake rubuta a sunan journalism from the beginning to the end is in answering these 6 questions. Wannan questions din kuma an yi building nashi ne based on the understanding of how the human mind works. Isn't that so easy? The question is, what is happening? What is it that you want to tell me about? And who is involved? Waye kai da kake bani labarin ne, ko dan uwanka ne, ko yayanka ne, ko kaninka ne, ko makiyinka ne, ko masoyinka ne, right? Then where aina abin ya faru, where did it really happen? And then, you know, how did it happen? And then most importantly, why? And then most importantly, why? Why did it happen? These are the 6 questions we are interested in journalism. 6 very fundamental questions. In every news item we get, we try to use them to answer these 6 questions. In the answer to any one of these questions, then there is a problem. I don't want us to go so deep in this, in treating this idea of 5 W's and H. Akwai deeper explanation of all these things, but then I want you to know that these are the only questions we are interested in. In muka zo under new structure, I will show you how we can use them. Now, but I want to define each term, each of these 5 W's in a way you would really understand. Now, first of all, kun san akwai wani abu da yake akwai mutane biyu za su ba ku labari iri ɗaya, ko amma wani sai ya je sakiyar labarin za ku gane magana a ka ji labarin na baya. Wani sai ya ƙara za ka gane cewa ai wani ma ya faɗa mu wannan labarin, saboda kowa idan ya dawo yadda yake ɗaukan labarin from different perspective ne. Wani yana ɗaukan wani so defining what the story is about is important. Now, an example is this. If it is, I don't know why I like giving examples with bomb explosions, but these are the things that we are very familiar with, all of us here. Not everyone here is familiar with constant fire outbreak, right? Like my sister here. So when there is a bomb explosion, obviously a lot of things, there are a lot of words in that bomb explosion. A lot of words. Ya faru akan bomb explosion. Wani zai ce ai wani ya rasu, ko is a what? Wani sai an ya bara labarin da wallahi bomb ne je ya rasu, ko wani kuma yanzu ya ce ma jiya ai bomb ya tashi, a cikin bomb din ne har wani da wani suka rasu. Wani zai ce ai wallahi mashin ya kai guda 20. Bintu, you are very tired. Have you ever experienced have you ever been to a bomb scene? Kin taɓa zuwa inda bomb ya tashi? Da shi ka zo mai digiri, which year? Sai da kai na? Kin taɓa harba bindiga? Where? Why is Enugu is a dangerous place? So everyone has to look for his own gun, like Self-defense, you have your own? You should... Okay, okay. Okay. But you have something like a machete? Like your own? Eh? No, but you should have one. A machete or a sword. A hacker? But so you are not going back? You are not going back? You'll stay here. We'll return you to your state. We'll return you to your state. That's you told me you spent 19 years there, right? No, we'll go back to where you came. So wani zai ce ai mashin goma ne suka kone, like wannan shine shi labari a gurin shi, especially in misali wanda yake in mai tuka keke na pep ne shi yazo ai damun shi ya ga ta yau mashin da aka kona a garin ai suna da yawa ko. Wani kuma shi likita ne zai je kai an ji rauni sosai a asibiti, mutane sun an kai mana injured mutane sun fi 30 kuma duka this news items, all of them are related to the main event, which was the explosion, of a bomb, right? Shine gabaɗayan abin da ya kai ga wayannan duka, right? So, a sani cewa when we say that, when we are talking about what in news writing as an item of its own, ba wai what in the wannan your name is Lydia? Okay, the angle she would see, the word for her may not be the same for Amina who is sleeping. And what Amina will see will not be the same with what the rest of you would really see. But all of them are related to what? The explosion. Right? So, the reason why I'm saying this is that we are locking journalists in the thought that there is a specific thing we are looking for when we are answering the question of what is it we are reporting about. No, when you are given a news item to work on, nobody is expecting you to specifically what? Choose the angle, your what in a fixed way. No, we are expecting you to reason well. Kai da in ka je gida kike ba da labari, ta yaya kike ba da labari a gida? An gaya maka kai za ka ga abu kamar ma idon ka baya guri. Yanzu a cikin kunnan gaba daya, ni yanzu in na gama wasu suna ba da labari sai in yi mamaki, because you don't look like people who talk, right? But in ka samu guri irin labari da za ku bayar, it will be different. You are all very good storytellers and so on. So, why ke gaya muku ta yaya za ku fara? Nobody is telling you that. Amma wani ya zai zama to cewa formal abu ne sai kai gani cewa yana da bambanci da wannan normal lifestyle, normal things you have been doing all your life. No, it doesn't. We just want you to use your brain to think a wannan abun ni menene, ba wai menene what, ni a gani na me yafi muhimmanci. I'm a woman. In the explosion, 10 women have been injured. That's your interest. Okay, make it the angle of your story, right? Like 10 women have been injured, after a bomb explosion in so place, right? That's what is a news for you. What is shine yanzu? How many courses do you offer per semester? Maybe 10, right? Up to 10, right? Each of the courses has its own topic. Has its own title ko. Wannan title din nan wani bangare ne na course din. but it's not the whole of the course. In as soon as you are qualified for a degree in mass comm, right? Fito da su ake yi. So yanzu what da muke faɗa ɗin shine title na news da kake so kai. It's like subject. An fahimta? Do you understand? Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When we say what, don't. I want us to put that anxiety aside. Na tunanin cewa an ce what wannan to wai me yake nufi da wannan no ni when I say that kai yanzu kai a matsayin ka na mai ido mai hankali mai kwakwalwa me ka gani a gurin na ya dace da a ce shine news. Ni that's all I want. Whatever that looks like a news for you, pick it, start from there. The only thing is when you send it to your editor or to me as your editor, I will tell you that, okay, this is not a very good angle. The better way to start this story is to emphasize on so angle. Maybe because we have a particular house style. Maybe muna da main editorial policy. Mu ba ma reporting abu kaza. In ka ɗauki angle, I will draw your attention that this is not part of what we are reporting. So change the angle to something else. But otherwise, we want you to be original in the choice of what looks like a news for you. Whatever is it. Yara ne. Tsofaffi ne bomb din ya affecting. Kai tashin bomb din ne da ne ka. Kai kana ganin cewa dama an jima bomb ba a samu bomb explosion a nan bane yanzu aka samu. To the fact that an jima din ne shine da me ka. So probably want to tell us after over a year, Maiduguri has experienced another bomb explosion. Right? Maybe that's what makes it a news for you. The fact that Shakara ake babu bomb, that is what is a news for you. That's okay. That's fine. Do you understand? So what we are talking about is not a fixed thing. I'm emphasizing on this because if we don't understand this structure, we are not going to tell a story. Are we clear here? Can you relate to the things I'm talking about? Do you have experience of these things I'm saying? Wani abu zai faru kai gaba ɗaya a shi abu daban ne ka fahimta a wurin. Sai ka je ka ba da labari wani zai ce ni ai ban taɓa ma tunanin haka ba. Saboda kai yi idon ka yana guri abubuwan da ke gani ba kowa yake gani ba ko? Musamman irin masu shuru wanda ba sa magana ɗin nan. Su in abu ya faru a gabansu, what their eyes see. In sa ba da labari ni sai ka zaci cewa daman ko ba sa gura amma sun kuma fara baka labari. You know, you would akwai wasu wanda maybe kun yi primary school da su kun yi secondary school da su za ka haɗa su ce kai ya ka gane ni ban tuna ma za su tuna maka wani abin da kai ma ka manta da kai a primary school, right? So wannan ability, that inborn ability you have to look at an event and pick out the most interesting part, that is what we want you to introduce to what? To identification of the subject matter of journalism. An fahimta? Saboda kowane labari da muke faɗa, let me just write it down, maybe every word da muke faɗa in journalism can either be called the subject or the topic who's talking? What? Someone is talking, someone is saying something. Yeah, object is problematic, maybe when you say subject, object, eventually I will show you the instances where you need to use the term object. But here, subject, object, title, whatever. But do not mistake it with heading or headline na labarin. No, that's something else. I will show you Shima like it. Now let us not worry about the heading. Most of the time the heading is given by the editor, not really the reporter. Amma takaice what? What the question is, what is this story? What is the story about? Or what is the subject of the story? What is the topic of the story? What is akan me story yake magana? Shine what? The end daga a 5 Ws wannan word din daga abin da yake this the interest we want to address. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
No confusion? Now, yanzu, even your course, mass communication, in UNIMED you call it mass communication. When you go to other universities, they call it journalism, right? Right? Or media studies. All of these things. It doesn't change anything about the course content. But the university feels that it is better to call it mass communication. Maybe it is more attractive. Maybe it is more appealing to students. Because when you say mass communication, there will be film, there will be radio, there will be TV, there will be print. So students will be enticed to come to the department because at the end of the day, they can both be, they are trained to work anywhere, radio, TV, public relations, and so on, wherever they want to, right? And elsewhere they will call it journalism because probably that's what it is. It is more appealing to the population around that place. So, like the choice of the name, the same thing applies to the choice of the subject matter of every news report. Is that clear? Now, addressing the question of what is very important because it determines you are who in the story, the person involved. The who always has this form, who is performing the action, and then who is receiving, who is performing the action and the person receiving it. That's object and subject. Right? Subject she may performing it. Subject she can performing, object she can receiving abin nan ko? Are we together? If you don't identify the topic of the story, you will get mistaken in choosing the people involved, the who. If you come to this office and you want to tell us how embarrassed you are, for instance, then you have to start by telling us exactly what you are embarrassed about, so that we will know what makes you embarrassed is to do with the facilitator of the workshop or other staff in the office or other guests. If you don't identify the topic, the subject matter of the report, baka iya faɗan, baka sanin waye da waye zaka bada labarin akai. If you say that there is bomb explosion in Maiduguri Monday market, right? That's your subject. Ba abin da ya haɗa ka kuma da ka ɗauko sunan gwamna. Ko? Saboda ba abin da ya haɗa gwamna da wannan bomb explosion. Ko kuwa ba ka zo da there is bomb explosion in Maiduguri and the people responsible for it are university students. Like, ba su haɗu ba ne, in ka ce topic ɗinka akan abu kaza ne, wannan ne zai tsara maka to su waye ne su kai abu. An fahimta? If you come to this office and you say that you find the office interesting, right? Then, interesting, what makes it interesting? Is it the training? If it is the training, then that you already have an idea of what? Who and who to mention, because you know who is offering the training. Right? But if you say that the painting is what interests you, then we have to give you the name of the painter, because you will not be mentioned in the story, right? You're all confused. You're tired. Do you want me to end the class here so we continue from here next week? Yawa. Silence means yes, right? I don't want to overstop you with so much and then at the end of the day, one day I can have one montage. Maybe we'll have like, next time we'll have like 20 minutes so that people can go and rest, sleep for like 15 minutes. And then be back. So don't worry, we can build on it next week, so that when I will be faster next week, so that we can close the gap and be able to conclude the modules. We have a lot in the modules. I want you to be taught a lot of things, photography, news presentation, how to use AI in an ethical way, not the corrupt way you are using it now, ethics and so on, copyright, audience engagement, news perspectives. I want to teach you a lot, but then you always get tired. You get tired. I should be good enough to detect when what I'm saying doesn't go into your brain. So I will catch up with you on Monday, right? Don't worry, we'll make sure we exhaust it whichever way before we get. We are slower at this level because this is the most important. But once we get done with this, Sauran will be, will be getting them done with much shorter period of time. So any question about what we've done today? One person is not there, right? Who is she? I hope she's doing well. She's fine. And none of you reached out to her. Right? How could I do it? That's your plan. So no question for today?
For the 5 W's and using the new psychology.
No, not really, but I will teach you the new psychology after I'm done with the 5 Ws. The 5 Ws is mostly about the structure. I will definitely teach you. Anyone else with a question? Alright. See you next week. And have a good time doing the housework, sweeping, cleaning, cooking, and so on. Right? So all the best. You're all discharged.
From the hospital.
Where are you getting these small bags? Like when would this small bag carry? Or you are disguising, you want to tell people that you don't have money?
The small bags are more expensive than the big bags.
Say so.
And we that are using it.
Your one is big, so I won't believe it.
So I also have the small one, so I know it.
Really? And you know the prices of everything. Are you?
It's not
Are
the
you?
price of everything, but the bag, the small one and the big one. And sometimes it depends on the brand.
No, I don't care. My concern is what can you put in this bag?
Now, money is look at her book, her phone, everything is inside. Her glasses.
Yeah. But where can you put an extra cloth? Huh?
What are we using clothes for? It's only what we need that we're carrying. We're not sleeping in the office.
You don't take a food flask.
Class. You have to.
But it can carry a piece of biscuit.
Yes, you can. You won't have enough to carry this with them. Money I have.
You all have your biscuits.
Who's that?
Okay, then we'll seize it.
And maybe some people used to bring biscuits there, maybe because there's no break that they don't used to get biscuits.
Do you want us to organize bread for you?
Like 10 minutes, maybe someone that wants to buy it.
I don't know ulcer. You all don't look like you have ulcer.
She does, sir. It's about honesty.
You
You want break. Even for some fresh air. Even if it's not about food. Even water, someone can drink water.
were you a head girl in our secondary school?
I was not a head girl.
You were vernacular prefect.
No, I was the health prefect.
I see.
Oh,
I now understand. No problem, we'll be giving you 15 minutes for a break.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Alright, see you next week.